to me. Yeah.
Welcome to the Johnny Binder Show. In this wild world we in, and the world not wild, just the people in it. May God bless you. May God keep you. I always told you when you come to the Johnny Binder Show, the first thing you're going to get is God. Johnny Binder dead. So I appreciate y'all coming on. Tonight is going to be real tough tonight. Some legislators, they're not going boy, Kendrick on already. We got to take care of him, brother. Brother, I love you, brother. You're the first one on. But these legislators not going to love me no more, because what I'm going to say about them, and I'm going to stand on it, they're going to prove to me why they came back, because it didn't make sense. I don't want to hear it. That was disrespectful to your constituents and all. But I told you when you come on this show, you learn 12 things. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Frederick, give you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, give you freedom, justice, equality, give you food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is God's show. It's one of the hottest shows in the state of Texas. I'm so glad to be a part of it. I couldn't have done it without my brother from Ghetto Boys, the one and only, Willie D. Willie D is on that YouTube. He murdered it. He on there 4 or 5 times a day. Willie D, I'm coming, man. I'm coming. I'm just getting everything together. But I'm going to be on there at least 2 or 3 times a day like you. I'm going to be doing conversation and the show. I'm going to follow your lead, brother. You're doing a great job, brother. Don't let up. Get them coons, man. Get them coons. Don't let them go. But it's a lot of stuff happening. I seen the one you did on Puffy and all of them. You're doing a great job, man. Don't stop. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a day that I was going to do the redemption of the American Gangster by Johnny Binder. I'll do that tomorrow or the next day. I don't want to do that right now. I want to do the show about Johnny Binder and the woke Johnny Binder and why Johnny Binder is so upset with my legislators. Some of them I know personally. I mean, my personal friends. And they let us down and let me down. And Roland Martin murdered them on the thing. 3 of them came on. The only one was strong was Jelana Jones. I thought who came on already? Tina Henry. Thank you for coming on, my beautiful sister. Thank you for coming on. Don't you forget, go to YouTube at the Johnny Binder Show where I can see you over here, where you can talk to me, okay? Thank you. Again, ladies and gentlemen, all I'm saying is that if you're going to stand up for your constituents, then you stand for them. But if you're going to coward out for them, then you don't even deserve a seat. Our ancestor died for us, and they did the bus boycott, and she didn't move to the back of the bus or sit at the bus because her feet was tied. That old hot lie y'all told. Wasn't nothing wrong with her feet. It was her heart. And she said, I'm not moving, and I'm not going to the back of the bus. What you didn't know is that they had some house Negro coons on there like we got right now in this legislature, some coon that, Rosie, come on back here. You gonna start something. Come on back here. You know, and that's the way. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay, there you go. And that's the way we are, ladies and gentlemen. So it don't make sense that we are supposed to fight for our people. Fight for our people. And at the same time, while we fighting for them, we punk out. And I don't know what y'all thinking, what you think gonna happen for you coming back here and then making some little $2 speech like that means something, and it don't. So again, okay, thank you. There we go. So again, Thank you. So again, y'all went out for the quorum. All 51 of y'all. Y'all made a hell of a deal. And then after you made the hell of a deal, text Eric and tell him to turn his camera off till he get through doing what he's doing, and then turn it back on. Catherine? Catherine? There you go. Tell him when he get through doing what he's doing, come back. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Whitney father, wrong time, brother. Your wife didn't come to work today. Come on, man. So again, ladies and gentlemen, you started strong. The bus boycott, Google that, Catherine. I think it was 350 some days. It was over a year. So, hey, I'm on the show. I'm on the show. Your wife didn't come to work today. I'm on the show. I'm on the show. Love you. Okay. So the people went 300 some days. Fred, Judy, Eric, if they didn't go, we wouldn't have what we have now. You can't go. Y'all didn't even make it 2 weeks. What about your wife and your family? Your wife and family know that you got to stand up for your constituents. And if y'all stick together, y'all should have left there and went to California and stayed up there another 4 or 5 weeks and came back to Chicago. But one place you ain't had no business coming back to was Texas. What's so great about Texas that y'all can't leave for 3 or 4 months? What is it? What is it? Tell me what's so great about Texas that you can't leave for your people and your ancestors died for you. Martin, Malcolm, all of them, Harry Tubman. They died for you. Rosa Parks sit on the bus and they did the bus boycott, and because they went over a year, that's how they were successful. You can't be successful coming back buying down to Governor Abbott and Donald Trump. Both of them together. They work together. They two devils. That's who they are. Ain't no talking about going around that. Donald Trump worked for the devil. Greg Abbott worked for the devil. If y'all scared to say that, that's on you. I'm saying it. Now tell them to come after me. Come after me, Mr. Trump. You can't move me out no seat. Come after me. Because Donald Trump don't give a damn about nobody in America. He don't want Jasmine Crockett down there in Dallas and Al Green. That's why he came after them seats. That's his sickness. Anybody speak against him and speak the truth on him, and he go a president, y'all allowed this man to be a president with 34 felons. This is one of the weakest governments on the planet Earth. Y'all got to be the weakest damn government. You let a convicted felon be the president of the United States, and all this did was trickle down. Now we got more robberies, more rapes, more killing, more domestic violence. Look at it. Everything that went up. You know why? You know why? Go ask a psychiatrist why. Because you got it at the top. And when you got crime at the top, it trickles down. Everybody else say, well, shit, I can't get an apartment complex. I can't get an apartment complex with a felony. But here go a man got 34 felonies and the president. So ain't no sense of playing with this. This is systemic racism, and the government constitution is weak as hell. There's too many holes in it. He went back to 1800 something, talking about he could bring some police to D.C. He bring the police to kill some niggas. They just whooped the boy. The boy had the phone filming, Frederick. The boy was filming, and they snatched the phone out of his hand, slammed him in the ground, whooped him, and two of them was black. And then put their handcuffs on his feet and drug him to the car. Come on, man. We are back in slavery. We never was out of slavery. We never was out. But now we back in mentally and physically. Every black man in America driving. Brother, sit straight up in your car, have your driver license, and your insurance on right over here. So if they ever stop you, hand it to them, have your tape on you, let them know they're being filmed. Let them know they're being filmed. They can't reach in the car and stop the film. Let them know they're being filmed. So don't even ask them why they stop you. Don't make no difference. What did I do, sir? Yes, sir. Give me the ticket, sir. Thank you. And drive off. You can handle the ticket in court. And at night, don't drive nowhere in the dark. Don't do that. Don't do that. And if you're in the car, have your wife, your girlfriend, your daughter, have somebody in that car. I'm warning y'all, man. This man is sick. He got systemic racism. There's no doubt about it. Everybody's scared to call him out. I'm not. So all you cowards scared of him, get behind me. I got it. Because the God I serve can whoop Donald Trump. The God I serve, he already moved Elon Musk. And the same way he moved Elon Musk, he going to move Donald Trump. But Elon Musk going to come back at Donald Trump. Believe that. So, ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, I want to bring my guests on. But before I bring them on, I want my sister to play what she put together. And y'all need to subscribe and show that on YouTube and Facebook. My sister, Marvin. Who else done come on? Marvin Kendrick. Thank you. Again, y'all, I'm going to text on there where y'all need to come at Johnny Binder Show and come whoop right over here so we can talk to you. My sister, my COO, you know what time it is. Let's go.
Might as well go ahead and let the cat out the bag now then, man, and let them know, man, to start right now following the Johnny Binder Show. Yeah, start following right now. Start following Johnny Binder Show on YouTube right now. Johnny Binder Show on YouTube. Start following right now. Look, let me tell y'all straight up. I have to hold him back at times. So, like, y'all think y'all hearing something on my show. I have to hold him back because this dude be on go. Like go, 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 go. So I know y'all gonna enjoy his content. So make sure you follow the Johnny, but it's not the Johnny Binder, but Johnny Binder Show on YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, he gonna be streaming like y'all ain't seen this dude. Like he put in the work for real, and that's why I rock with him. He really do put in the work in the community. A lot of people talk that community talk.
90% of your crew is snitching. Get out of the game. Whatever money you got, go open some kind of business. Even a lot over than the dude my partner did. He gave his money to a restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like half a million with him. And now he out of Galveston. So now he gets rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with Willie D. Or with Catherine, whoever doing business. With me, I'm going to build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. But get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you're going to prison. And 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you'll be dead. It's not worth it. So this Johnny Binder talking to me. New boo stuff, shooting and killing each other, man. That ain't gangster.
Listen to me, yeah.
lack of knowledge. I'm not playing. I don't do that. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to do everything I can, because in Ezekiel 34, God said we clothe ourselves. We fed ourselves, but we have not fed the flock. And the flock has scattered all over America. So we, so-called ministers, pastors, and bishops, you cannot say we did a good job. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming back on. I have some nice guests. I got my co-host all the way from Dallas, my brother, my one and only. Me and him going all over America. We're going to be successful. We got some great people on here tonight. Got a brother on here that's been very well disrespected. I'm waiting for, okay, there goes Julie. The other sister, she be on in a minute. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we got our guests on here tonight. How you doing, Brother Fred?
I'm blessed, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored. I see you tonight. We got to talk about this legislator, how 51 people left, but they came back. Before I go there, I want to get into my brother Eric, Big Eric Meshack, his mother Judy Meshack. I want to honor them immediately, because we have a George Floyd case here, because the brother wasn't doing nothing, had a little stick in his hand about this long, wasn't no 12 inches, about 6 inches. And he didn't do that. He just stand at the apartment complex. They called the police on him, but he was discombobulated. Only thing he was guilty of was a little noise over there, but Miss Lee entered the studio. Oh, that's right. Come on, Miss Lee. Bring it. So again, in the process, bring Miss Lee on the first chance you get, Queen. So COO. So what I'm saying to you all, that all of this was done. He took off running about 7-8 feet. They throwed him down, beat him up just a little bit, too much, but they beat him up. This is the problem I got with all that. This is the problem I got with all the beating him up. They shouldn't have never, ever brought him out the car like they did George Floyd. We're going to get to the legislator and the 51 people coming back in a minute. They should have never brought him out the car. Why would you, Miss Lee, snatch this young man out the car, sit him on the curb, because some police from Fort Bend knew him, and bust him in the head, messed up his eyes. I'll let him say what was wrong with his eyes, and then whooped him down here. They had to rush him to the hospital because one of his lungs was going out. He stayed there 3-4 days. His mother and father didn't know where he was for 7 days. We're talking about 2025. We still in slavery. And then they take him back to the jailhouse for assault, something he never did. He'd been assaulted. And his hospital record is this thick, $400,000-$600,000. I talked to the lawyer, I won't call her name. She said, I looked at this stuff and I don't see nothing he did. She said, cop out for what? So DA, I don't know if you're looking, but when it get to you, if you don't drop this case in 30 days, I'm giving you 30 to 60 days, I'm going to run against you, not for a DA office. I'm going to get somebody to run against you. I'm going to put you on national TV. I'm going to come on your floor. I'm going to go on the fourth floor. I'm going to go out in the front, me and all my constituents, I won't call all of them names, and go put your name up that you wasting taxpayers' money because you trying to protect some dirty police officers. We got a lot of good police officers, about 75, 80% in Houston are good police officers. but you got another 10, 20% of devils. And they work for the devil. They beat that man like George Floyd. The only reason he's not dead, because God spared his life. Ladies and gentlemen, no further ado, I want to talk to Eric Meshack. Mr. Meshack, when they beat you the first time, how did you feel they whooping you and they put you in the car?
Well, everything was went very fast, but it was very trauma. It was a lot of trauma dealing with the aftermath. I had two fractured over the bones in my eyes. I was scuffed up from my hands to my knees to my feet. I had my left lung had collapsed, so I was in the hospital for about a week. Like Dr. Jeremiah said, when they first took me to the hospital, I stayed in there for about 3 days. They checked me out, and then they sent me straight to county. And I wasn't even in county for maybe 2 hours. And then they called me back to the hospital saying that I had a collapsed lung. And I could tell something was wrong with me at county because like I could barely breathe. So they rushed me back to the hospital. Like I said, I couldn't get in contact with my parents, couldn't get in contact with my girlfriend for about till probably say about 10 days into me being in the jail, because I was in there for about 14 days. Even when I was released.
When you were sitting in the back seat of the car, Queen, COO, if you can put everybody back up there, I would like it, because I like to see all of them. If Miss Lee or Frederick and all of them, if you can. But when you were sitting in the back seat of the car, okay, and they snatched you out the back seat of the car, what did you feel?
I thought I was gonna die. I mean, you probably heard it on the if they had it on their body cams. I was like, they gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
my God.
I seen.
So you thought that you was gonna die.
Yeah.
They beat you sitting on the thing with your handcuffs.
Yep.
They beat you in the face. This officer that hated you.
Yep.
And then when did they take you to the hospital?
Well, they put me in the back of the police car, and then I saw the police officer from Fort Bend pull up, and then they pulled me outside the car and they sat me on the curb. And then I looked at him. I said, "Oh, it's your fault." And he was like, "I told you I was gonna get you." Then he came over.
The police told you he was gonna get you?
He said, "I told you I was gonna get you."
Oh my God. Oh my God. Twin, Gene, Jonah, thank you for being here. Repeat that. I want the public to hear this, because thousands of people gonna see this. Say that again.
He said when they pulled me out of the car and they sat me on the curb, and I said, it's you. It's your fault that this happened. He was like, "I told you I was gonna get you."
My. So tell the people how your eyes was fractured. Tell them the name of that.
Well, the officer from Fort Bend, he was the one that actually started punching me in my face repeatedly while I was on the curb. And
tell the people what was wrong with your eyes after he punched you. They need to know this.
This is the first time ever in my life I had black eyes, black eyes, blue eyes, anything. I mean, I am also a 3rd-degree black belt, and trust and believe I know how to defend myself. But that day my hands were behind my back in handcuffs. Everything, like I said, everything went so fast, and
tell me medically what was wrong with your eyes.
Well, when I got to the doctor, he was telling me that I had two fractured orbital bones in my eyes.
There you go.
They wanted to do surgery, but I said, "Oh no, I'm not about to be catching me slipping and have my eyes looking all crazy and stuff." So I decided not to let them do surgery on my eyes. They did a CAT scan of my body, and then pretty much I for the next 2.5 days I was literally sleeping in the hallway. They had no rooms for me available at that time, So I was literally sitting in the hallway. It was probably maybe about five or six more patients just lined up on the highway, just sitting on the wall. And of course, I had a police. I was handcuffed. My ankle was handcuffed. My ankle was cuffed to the bed, and I had a police officer sitting behind me. It was very uncomfortable. I mean, I could barely see. I wear glasses, so I didn't have no kind of glasses. Of course, my eyes is, kind of swollen and, shut a little bit.
So let me say this here. So you could have died. Your lung went out your eyes. The same way they snatched George Floyd out of the back seat, because they don't supposed to take you out the back seat, Fred, Miss Lee. They don't supposed to take you out the back seat. So they snatched you out the back seat.
Yep. They took me back out of the back seat and they sat me.
When did they take you to the hospital? Did the ambulance come get you?
The ambulance came to get me. They sat me after I was on the curb and the guy hit me. The police officer hit me a few times. It probably took about, I would say, they were all standing in front, so nobody could really see what was going on.
Did they call the ambulance or did they?
Yeah, they called the ambulance, but the ambulance didn't get there until about maybe 20, 30 minutes afterwards.
But you understand what I'm doing right now. I'm showing you, Megan Lee, where you got a son. I'm showing you where they can't win this case. When he got in the back seat, he was just beat up a little bit. They took him out the car like George Floyd and then beat him damn near to death. And they beat him so bad they thought he was going to die in the back of that car, Fred, and they called the hospital. Miss Megan, what would you say to the police? What would you say to the chief of police to beat this young man like that? That's innocent.
That's shameful. I came in at the tail end of the conversation, so I'm not sure what even caused this incident. So I'm just now tuning in, but Fort Bend, shameful, very shameful.
My God. Fred, what do you think about this? You got a son, she got a son. I want this out in the public before I say something. What do you think about this, Fred?
First of all, that was injustice done to the brother, and praise God that he's alive today. This is not something new that's going on with us as black men, especially like he was saying earlier. You don't never want to be stopped in the darkness. You always want to pull to the light. But first of all, when you are being pulled over, you should already have your identification ready. You shouldn't be reaching for nothing, because that gives them the reason to pull their weapons and fire, because they already got it subconscious in their mind what they want to do, before they do it. But, as the brother stated earlier that, you got grounds for dismissal of this case and the win, because it's a lot of injustice going on with police brutality today. So all I can say, brother, is just keep your head up and continue to be strong and continue to keep your focus. You know what you was doing. You know what was right. You know what was wrong, and just leave it to God, and God will take care of the rest. He said, no weapon formed against us should prosper, brother. And I'm a firm believer in that. I'm going to give it back to Johnny Jeremiah.
Miss Judy, that's your son. What do you feel that you didn't know where your son was for a whole week? How can a mother wake up and don't know where her son at, Megan, for a whole week? If you didn't know where your son was for a week, Megan, you would tear the world up. So here go a mother, wake up and don't have no damn idea where her child at. Miss Judy, tell me about that. Unmute your phone, Miss Judy. Unmute your phone.
Can you
Miss
hear me
Judy?
now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
It was very heartbreaking, troublesome, not knowing where your son was for several days, kept calling the county. They said they couldn't give out information. I didn't know at that time whether he was living or dead because we had no information. So the stress that was on my husband and me, it was unbelievable. And then when I saw my son, when I had a chance to see him, that was heartbreaking and heel wrenching, because he he was beat up so bad. I never seen Eric look like the way he looked, disfigured. And so it's still hurting. I'm still in stress with it, because every other week, I mean, this case was dismissed. I mean, it's emotional for me. And I'm still having a hard time with it because of the emotions every week. So I thank God we finally got a attorney that sees what it is and knows what it is. So I'm very hopeful, thankful that God revealing things to even the attorney. That attorney came on. I'm very thankful and grateful. So I know we're going to win this case of the injustice that the police officer did to my son. And I'm thankful for Eric to be alive, because all that he went through, the trauma that he's gone through, because even now he's still going through trauma. And to see him disconnect from some of us at times, that's emotional. So I can only imagine what he's gone through, because I know what Regina and I are going through. So here again, I'm very upset with the justice system, how they treating our young black men. They still going back to slavery.
Man, that's from a mother, ladies and gentlemen. That's the mother that not knowing where her son at for a whole week, Frederick. How can you not know, Megan, Frederick, Catherine? How can you not know where your child at for a whole week? You don't know what's going on. And this the disrespect. Not every month we have to go back to court. Every month we got to go back to court. It's a disrespect even taking us back to court. And now I won't call my lawyer name, and you don't need to know it. I'm going to ask her, do she want me to start calling her name? Because she's powerful. She ain't no punk. And she told that DA, you have nothing. I don't know what you're doing, but this is nothing. What are you doing? What is wrong with the systemic racism? It's systemic racism all over America. We got systemic racism. To beat that boy in the back of the car like it was George Floyd, there's something systemically wrong with that. And then have to rush him to the hospital for him to stay alive. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, there's something wrong with America police. These police are getting away with too much, and Donald Trump gave them a clean slate. Father God, if we ever needed you, we need you now. God, I'm begging you in the front of the people here on the panel, in the front of America, show your power. You said in Isaiah 40, have you not heard? Has it not been told? That's nothing too hard for you. So God, I'm asking you to bring these devils down, Donald Trump, the governor, what's that governor name? What's that governor name?
Abbott.
Thank you. Governor Abbott. He's wicked. Here go all these people that died down here in Kerr. He just not said something about them. But they trying to take 5 seats. That's more important than taking seats. And we're going to get there than that. So, young man, we love you. That was wrong. What happened to you? We're going to win that case. We go to court tomorrow morning.
May I ask the parents a question before we go?
Yes, ma'am. Who is that, Miss Judy?
No, I just wanted to, first of all, no, this is Catherine talking right now.
I know. Come on. I'm listening.
Yes. Miss Judy, I have to give, I just have to give, I have to give words of encouragement to both you and Mr. Reginald, because y'all have been outstanding parents, standing behind Eric the way you have and loving and supporting him through all of this. But what I want to know is, how are you guys coping and taking care of yourself?
Myself, are you talking about my parents or me? Exactly.
You was talking to the parents.
Well, all of y'all. I was talking to Miss Judy and Mr. Reginald, but how are you coping through this? What keeps you going?
God. and we're gonna have to get them a psychiatrist where they can go see a psychiatrist once a week. They need a psychosocial assessment and a dianetic. This is pain. This is
everything's
this is not right for a mother to go through this for their child. Megan, if you went through this and you didn't know where your son was for 1 week, 1 day, you would shock America. You'd be on national TV with a 100 shot in your hand. Where he at? I'm coming to get him. So there's no way this child supposed to be kidnapped by the police and wouldn't even call the parents and tell them, we done beat your son damn near to death and took him to the hospital 2 times, took him out the back of the car and beat him again. We tried to kill your damn child, but he didn't die.
Right.
So again, the only way
Eric
they're
was
alive,
trying to respond, but I think there's a big delay.
God is helping them go
with the
through this because they
and you, Minister.
And I've been
we're
working
talking,
with
but you're not. Yeah, we're talking, but you can't hear us.
Do what?
You can't hear us clearly. So that's okay. We'll get them back. I said we're talking, but there's a delay with you because you're over talking us. That's okay. It's okay. But again, just kudos. We're praying for you guys. And Minister, would you say that there is a problem that the system needs to address? Because this is the second case. The parents have been prevented from seeing their child, or in Eric's case, even prevented from knowing where he was when he was in the hospital. But all of it is related to the hospital. Eric, did you go to Ben Taub? Okay.
Eric, did you go to Ben Taub? Eric,
yes,
can you
I
hear?
did. I went to Ben Taub.
Okay.
Yes, he said he went. So
we glad you're alive, brother.
This is the second case.
Even in there, they when I asked the cop. But yes, I went to Ben Taub.
We glad you alive because we've been to Ben Taub before, and they wouldn't let Patricia Underwood told her and the lawyers. I think Captain might have been there, that if they go any further in the hospital, Megan, here go a woman's son been shot in the back by the police, and told her for almost 30 days, if you come on this premises, we're going to lock your black butt up. I almost said what they said. We're going to lock you up. That's how rotten these people is, man. The hospital has participated with racism. If it had been somebody with blue eyes, Frederick, and blonde hair, they would have let them in. They'd have rushed them in. But they told this black mother, Patricia Underwood, that you can't see your son. We shot this nigga in the back, the police, and we been told, and we ain't gonna let you see your son. Here go a son could have died within them 30 days. He died in the 79th day. Look at this. He died in the 79th day in the hospital. He was in bed 1. They moved him to bed 9. What you moved him from bed 1 to bed 9 for? You know, if you unhook that stuff from him, that's taking a chance for him breathing and everything else. You already had his chest open. So was you trying to kill him when you moved him? Because when you moved him, he died. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are dealing with systemic racism in a hospital. We're dealing with systemic racism in the police department. And if we going down there Tuesday, chief of police, if you don't help us get rid of this Ku Klux Klan, the systemic racism police officer that shot this boy in the back, and the other one that battle rammed the car, I can promise you, sir, I'm more powerful than you. Guess why? Because I work for God. That's the only reason, not because I'm stronger than you. I'm connected to God. And by I'm connected to God, I got 5,000 heaven-making angels with me. I got Frederick Muhammad. He got 5,000 heaven-making angels. And guess what? We got millions of troops all over America, and all of them praying for you, boy. And we're going to make sure we campaign against you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, whatever, to get your sorry racial stuff out that seat. I'm going to tell you one more time, Chief of Police, do what's right, and God will bless you. If you don't help us get that police officer out of there, you took him off duty, you put him back on duty while we was in court. We in court and you put this racist bastard back on the thing. You completely out of order, man. But again, y'all think y'all can do anything because you got Donald Trump, right? But who you don't have is God. You don't have him. I know for a fact you ain't got God. And God let this thing pile up. So when God show up, he gonna show off. Miss Megan, do you understand now why we so upset?
Absolutely.
7 days, don't know where your child at. And when you find out where he at, he damn near dead. And then, Catherine, give him a case. Assault. How in the hell, Frederick, he get assault and he got assaulted? You beat me up, Fred, handcuff me, but I got assault case. Come on, man. Come on, Fred. That's too much, man.
Yes, sir. I understand that, brother. But you know, they got to blame on somebody. You know, especially when injustice is imposed on you. So that's known throughout. It ain't just started. This goes way back during our ancestors' time, brother. You know, lynching, raping, murdering, castrating the black man and woman. You know, putting fear in us. It's just like when you was reading the Willie Lynch letter, brother. All that is still in the play right to this day. This system of America, brother, has failed us, brother, for over 450-some years. You know,
have mercy.
We still falling, you know, but we're on the rise today, though. But the average thing I can say to the brother and his family is to keep seeking refuge in God and let God be the battle. Let God fight for them. Let justice fight for them, you know. And so it is customary, you know, by us being a voice for our people, brother, we have to keep in mind that we have to be that voice that steers correction. We have to be the advocate to bring down the injustice that is imposed on our people, brother, by dealing with truth. By dealing with truth. Truth will knock the brains out of falsehood if you heard it, Eddie.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank God for Eric being alive, the Meshack, Judy Meshack, Reginald. We love all three of them. Judy, you can stay if you choose to. We want to talk about, now can we go to court in the morning, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to do a show there in the morning. We want him to be released. We want the case, Megan, dismissed. We want it over, and we want it over with now. You are disrespecting that mother and the father and that child. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And the judge don't even know what's going on because she's a good judge. She don't even know what's going on, but she gonna know tomorrow because I'm gonna tell her. What is it? Ladies and gentlemen, we want to talk about what's going on where the 51 people left Texas because of Greg Abbott taking orders from a convicted felon. I don't know how a convicted felon can be the president. What kind of law we got in place that a convicted felon can be the president, but if I go get an apartment complex and I have one conviction, felony, I can't get an apartment, a 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom. But here go a man, got 34 felonies and the president of United Snakes of America. It has to be snakes because if it was state, then they would have a law in place where a snake couldn't get in. So he's a snake and the snake is in. So this is the craziest thing that ever happened. The man went in January the 6th, run up in there with all them people, told them people to go down there, killed 5 people. One of them a police. A week later, 2 other police committed suicide. And this man has not been indicted for that yet and still the president of the United Snakes of America. Remember this, America and Republicans. God is going to punish all of you for what you did, putting that filthy, rotten man in that seat. In Nahum 3, God gonna take your skirt and raise it over your head and show your nakedness to the world. There's no way that Mr. Trump should be the president nowhere on the planet. He shouldn't be no president of a company, no less than the United States of America. So I just want to say to you 51 people, we're proud of you when you first left. You did the quorum. We're proud of you. But worse than you didn't even stay 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 11 of y'all came back. 9 walked out. 2 stayed. I don't know their name yet, boy, but when I get y'all name, I don't know why they're hiding them. We need to vote them 2 out. And all the people won't stand up for their constituents. Jelana Jones, please send that to me. I ought to call her because I know she has. When I let you play that video, I'm going to call her, see if she not asleep. She'll come on. I just don't understand how y'all do your people like this and put us back 25 to 50 years because they want Jasmine Crockett out of there and they want Al Green out of there. That's why, Megan, they did it. Because the woman is prolific. She's a Harriet Tubman. She the truth. She's a warrior. And then Al Green been warring. So that was too much for Donald Trump. So he said, okay, I know what to do. I'm going to take their seats illegally, and I know the people ain't going to do nothing. And that's just what they done. So who want to go at this first? Fred?
I was watching a little of the news this morning where they were saying that a lot of was supposed to come back to their seats, but there was some laws that was passed that Greg Abbott, which is the governor of Texas, was putting something into play. Brother, it's very crucial in this day and hour and time that we have to very discern about what's going on with our government, And I have a tendency not to downplay the government, but when it's injustice imposed on us as a people, I can't help but to speak out, brother, and let the world know about the injustice that has been imposed. When you look at the Democrats, we already know what that stands for. Democracy, which is democracy, meaning the devil rulership. And the Republicans, the whole state of Texas is ran off the Republicans. So they already feel like that they got an avenue to go through to where they can impose the injustice on us as a people. But I'm talking about the educated ones, we have to come together, man. And we have to build a bridge to close that gap of the injustice that is imposed on our people. And I think you're doing a hell of a job with this show to advocate that, because when you see how the brother we just had on there, Brother Eric, how he was done, and the brother before that him and his wife, when they was going to drop off a package, and how they was shot at for delivering a package, which was their job. We know, man, this has been going on for years. But when is enough going to be enough?
Catherine, send that link to them and ask them, do they want to come on? Send the link to the husband and the wife and ask them, do they want to come on? Because I guess God want me to put them on. Frederick just brought it up. Megan, he's speaking about these people work for a company. They took a package and they delivered it. They delivered 60, 70, 80 packages a day and put it on their doorstep. They package that they ordered, took a picture of it, walked down the driveway, and the man, when you open your door, there's no way you can't see the package sitting right there. He stepped over the package. Or I don't know if he stepped over, kicked it. I don't know what he did. But he stepped over and went to shooting. Then his wife come out with a rifle, I think. She went to shooting. These people at work in Ku Klux, Orange, Texas, like Jasper, and go to shooting. Thank God they missed him. Hit the car under, hit the window, shot the tire. The wife, let me salute this wife. It's a lot of wives and a lot of women. They can talk their talk, but they ain't gonna do what this wife did. This woman is so powerful. You talking about woman king? Woman king? This woman is a woman king, a Viola Davis. She stepped over the seat, took the steering wheel. She was in the passenger seat, stepped in the seat. Honey, come on. They shooting. She could have got killed. She's sitting there saying, baby, come on. Crank the car, trying to get out of there. Most women or men would have shot, they'd have hit the ground, ran out the car. Ain't no way you can put 1,000 women. Matter of fact, 1 million. It might be 2 of them did what she did. If that woman ain't a woman king, it ain't a woman king in the world. But please bring her on. That woman sit up there and honey, baby, come on. And driving the car, trying to get away. She couldn't get away. The man ran on the car and shot the tire, Megan. Pow! Yeah. So they said, wait, hold him up. We delivered your package. We work. Where are you trying
working for who? I'm sorry to cut you off. Who were they working for? What company?
It was I don't want to call the name of the company right now, but yeah.
Yeah, but the company needs to be held accountable too as well. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You say the company needs to be held accountable?
The company needs to be held accountable. Everybody needs to be held accountable. Absolutely. You put my life in danger. Absolutely.
Okay. And I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna be
the company, the county, everybody needs to be held accountable.
Okay.
Because when you put that company out there, then now they got to do something about these rednecks that's acting a fool out here in Orange.
Right. Well, the company called me. The company's in all the way, going against the police, and gave them money and helped them with their tires and all kinds of stuff. So the company is participating because they wasn't, I put them out here, but they participating. So the company is a part of it. They called me and said, say, man, matter of fact, they called me again today. They said, look, we're going to put it out everywhere. Because the company didn't know. This is what I said. When did I say this? I don't remember when I said it. I was on here. This is my problem, Megan, Catherine, and Frederick, and Miss Judy, and guests, and Facebook. This is my problem. You ordered a package. You could have let the package went to the post office, and you could have gotten your car or your truck and drove to the post office and got it. But you wanted your package specifically on your porch. So that means you paid extra money to get it on the porch. I know this because I used to have a trucking company. So I had 13 trucks for Amazon and FedEx. So you put, I done delivered some packages. I'm glad I ain't never been shot at. So, and put it on the porch. Now, Megan, Frederick, Catherine, when you put the package on the porch, you have to take a picture of it. Why? That way, if somebody come take it, they can't say it wasn't on the thing because they can show the camera, say, no, I put it here, and then they take a picture of the address. You just can't take a picture of the porch. You got to take the picture of the address and that. I mean, if you can get it all in one shot, you do it, then you do it again. Because it got to be an address, because you could have dropped that anywhere. The accountability, yes, accountability for everyone. Yeah. Someone is agreeing with you, Miss Sampson. Yes, ma'am. So accountability for everyone. Yes, ma'am. The company is working with us to convict the 2 people that shot at them. They're going to take the witness stand, the whole 9 yards, all of that. They in. They done bought them a tie. They helping, and they doing everything they can. So the company is helping it. I know for a fact. I get a report every day. But again, you all, what I'm saying to Miss, I almost call her name, but I ain't gonna call her name. What I'm saying to this lady and her husband is this. If you got systemic racism and you know you racist, then you should have told the people, make sure no nigga, that's what you call us, don't bring the package. Make sure somebody with blue eyes and blonde hair. Ladies and gentlemen, don't get upset with me because I ain't shot at nobody. And whoever put a package on my porch, I'm not shooting at them because that means I ordered the package. So whoever bring the package, I'm not going to shoot at them. Matter of fact, I'm going to give them a $5, $10 tip if I catch them. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. But one thing I ain't going to do is shoot at them. So again, not only they shot at them, Catherine, they ran on the side of the car. And they said, no, they're finna shoot in the car again. Now, this is the cold part, Miss Sampson. Watch this, y'all. Because this is what's going on in Texas. They didn't want to take 5 seats. This is the same systemic racism from Donald Trump in Orange, Texas, Ku Klux Klan, Orange, Texas. We'll be down there. We'll be to see you. We got a church, Mr. Crawford's church. We coming, and we're going to do a press conference. I pray you don't come to the church and shoot in there. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, because don't do that. That's all I can tell you. So again, there it is. Because we're going to have the police there, by the way, because I don't trust you. And again, the police came, Frederick. 3 carloads of police came. Y'all need to make this thing go viral, y'all, to show the injustice in the state of Texas. All this happening in Texas. 3 carloads of police come. The police asked them what happened. They told them. And then they went to the people's house and asked them what happened and comes back to the people. They was at a church, 2 doors down. They couldn't drive the car, Megan, because they shot the tire. And I got the bullets.
Let's not forget about the sheriff.
Yeah, I'm going to give him up. Captain, you didn't. Oh, yeah, I put it over there. Okay. I got the bullet, by the way. And I'm not giving it to him. And the lawyer going to get the bullet. The lawyer going to put the bullet up. That way, when we go to court, we're not going to let you have the bullet and lose it. We're not doing that because we know if we give it to you, you're going to lose it. So, no, sir. But they called for the bullet 2 days ago. Do y'all had a bullet? Can we get the bullet, please? Oh, now you want the bullet. But anyhow, they come back and say, well, it's your word against their word. The dude say, what? My car shot out. Here go my badge. Here go my badge. Got a badge on. Here go my badge, my name on it. I work for the company. You see all these packages in the car. I put the package on the doorstep. That's what I was supposed to do. I was paid to put it, and they paid for us to put it on it. And when my husband was walking down the driveway, they started shooting. Officer, we could be dead. What you mean? His word, not word. You need to arrest both of them. That's attempted murder. Aggravated. The police to arrest now one of them, Megan. Catherine, now one of them. Now one of them, Miss Judy. Now one of them is arrested to this day right now. Watch this. The dude say, sir, can you call a record so we can get our car out of here when we get out of here? 3 carloads of police, Frederick, drove off. Left them people 2 doors down, one door, 2 doors, where the people could go down there and finish them. Why would you leave a victim that's just been shot at, Megan, could be dead, the wife or the husband or both, and the police, who we pay to protect us, leave them in a hostile environment in the middle of the night at 1:32 a.m. in the morning? and the church closed. They ain't got nowhere to go. They standing outside in the corn flat with the rest of the packaging that they have not delivered. And all three of the police car get in their car and drive off.
Well,
I'm trying to get the 3 police officers fired and get the 2 indicted that did it. This is this systemic racism is going on in America the same way they want to take 5 seats from Dallas and Houston. Yes, sir, Fred, you finna say something.
if I'm not mistaken, I think they mentioned about what the sheriff done. You know, when them cars was called out, the sheriff showed up to that extent, and the sheriff went off on them as well of that county. And so, you know, you can't leave him out because it's just like that lynching, man, that's going on. Really, we got undercover Ku Klux Klansmen dressed in police uniforms, you know, that's a part of that cult. You know, they got secret fraternities that's inside the police.
Well,
go ahead.
Who said something? Somebody
yes,
want to say something?
I agree that I know my phone is cutting up over here. I do. We've talked about the issues, right? We've talked about the 5 seats, some of which are being eliminated from the voting map, which we don't go out and vote. We just gonna keep it real. So a lot of this talk is probably going over a lot of folks' heads right now because we don't show up at the polls. A lot of people you can talk to, we can talk to them about redistricting. They have and redlining a map. They have absolutely no idea what that means and how it's going to affect them until it affects them. So then we become our own victim. So I guess I don't know what to do to reach those people. I don't know how to shake them and wake them up. Like I said a while back, I was real involved in politics, especially when it pertained to voting rights and things of that nature. But I don't know what the answer is, because if your parents don't vote and you don't appreciate that right, then it's like anything else that's generational. Your kids might not care either, because they're not going to see themselves or their voice as being important, and they don't recognize that this is being taken away. It's so much going on. It's like it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming because then you got to fight with our art and stuff being taken out of museums and that fight, and them trying to erase the history of us out of schools, which they seem to be winning that fight. So I know we've talked about problems, but I really want to know about solutions and what we can do as a people at any level. So that's what I lay on the table before us. My brothers, my sister, what are the solutions? What solutions can we
I
come
will
up
give
with?
a solution, but one of y'all can do it first. Come on now. Come on, Fred. Come on.
First of all, like, to give a solution is that we have to understand the role that we play inside of the system.
Right.
We got the controversy, you know, by allowing like those that's in the justice system or the justice department to plead the cases for all of those that are getting done or treated the way they are being treated. Because, like, if you don't have the credentials to back or support yourself in the case of law, then you looked upon as though you are not beneficial. So, like, with the attorneys that you have available that knows the justice system, of the judicial department should be the voice of the advocate for those that are not able to be a voice for themselves, and us as students in our studies, it's just supposed to support those that are in the law, especially when it's dealing with justice and when it's dealing with righteousness. That's the only thing I can do to help give a cure or an antidote to the problem, is to support those that are already in law that's licensed,
Megan, what can we do for the solution?
I feel like
What can we do?
to continue to have more conversations like these. And with Queen K was saying that a lot of young people are not educated with the system. And so, a lot of us don't go out and vote, or if we do, we don't know who to vote for. And so with that, we need to have more conversations to educate people. It's not enough for the politicians to come to our churches, because I go to church. I go to the Fountain of Praise, and we have politicians there every Sunday. It's not enough. You have to get in front of the people. And I don't mean by going out to Bar 5015. I done seen some of them out there too. No, you have to get on YouTube. We have to have these conversations. We have to have these community meetings and these resources to people that they can go to, to where they can click on a YouTube. So, Doc, it's your job to bring them on. The people that we need to be voting for, because it is important for us to vote within our community. And so, but a lot of people, they're just not visible for us on our level. So, it needs to be more YouTube conversations with local politicians coming on. More Jasmine Crockett's, but locally. So we can know.
Yes.
So we can know who to vote for and who to put into position. You have to reach us where we're at. So I just say having more conversations like these, but you got to bring the politicians on and have them on board.
And thank you, Megan. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Yep. And then make sure that the politicians aren't speaking above everybody's head.
Right, because you go to the polls and then it's just a whole bunch of names on a bunch of on the ballot. So you don't know who to choose. You just go down and pick Democrat. You don't know if they black, white, what. You just picking names.
Yes.
Speaking from experience, like I don't know these people. I don't know them.
And a lot of times, a lot of people is afraid to get out there and vote because they don't know really, like you say, who they voting for. They don't know if they vote gonna be casted or if it's gonna be downplayed or whatever. But we need more activists, for us black peoples that are in politics to come on and be an advocate on the show and voice their opinion, about what's really going on.
Well, y'all answered it. And I just called the Jones family, and I told her daughter, and I sent her the link. Captain, who did you send the link to? I sent it to the Jones family. You sent it to them too?
I did.
Okay, they got it twice. So
I did.
They got it twice. So, ladies and gentlemen, the solution is, Catherine said it a while ago, you got to vote. All that stand at home, people died for you in 65, 66. You got to vote. Whether we want to vote or not, you still got to vote. You just got to vote. If we count the people stayed home, Donald Trump still couldn't win with Elon Musk. But y'all don't come out because you feel like it ain't nothing. But look what done happened. We got a convicted felon in the White House. I don't know where the Black House at. I don't know where the White House at. But we got a convicted felon in the White House. How in the hell can the Constitution of the United States of America let a convicted felon be the president of the United States of America? Where is the Constitution? You mean a convicted felon? If Barack was a convicted felon, he never could have gotten a race. if Clinton was a convicted felon, Hillary. But Donald Trump has boo-wooed and scared people. 78-year-old war-out man. Y'all scared of him. He has no power, none. And God gonna get him. You at the door? Okay. Catherine gonna let you in. Okay. Jaguar. All right. Catherine, let our guest in. She gonna get on in the kitchen. Let our guest in, please. The lawyer. Oh, she gonna behave tonight if she come on. Yeah, she got it. She got it. She got Fred. She got Megan. Yeah. And guess what her name is?
What is it, brother?
I'm not gonna even say what her name is.
Is she
Her
gonna
name
behave?
Megan. Her name Lawyer Megan. This is crazy. Captain gonna let her in. If she want to get on, I'm gonna tell her. I'll give her the link. But you can believe she gonna come on and behave tonight.
Yeah. Wow.
Hello. Yes, you are. You gonna be very respectful. We got the other Megan on the phone, so we waiting on you. Fred, come on and talk. I should have let her put the show on before she went downstairs.
Oh Lord.
What can we do? What can we do to get the people to vote, get our constituents, our legislators, let's talk about the legislators, to walk out and then come back? What you think about that, Fred?
Well, first of all, you got to go to the root of the problem, man. And I believe that the root of the problem is fear. Fear is what restricts the will. Anything that you become afraid of becomes your God. And so what we have here, we have those that are afraid to actually be what they are supposed to be. And they're actually afraid to stand up for justice, knowing that what they have and what they strived for was for the betterment of the people. And like you say, where is the Constitution of the day? Because we have the Freedom of Speech Act inside the Constitution, but yet we are not speaking out for the justice of people who actually need justice in America. And so with that being said, brother, is that, like we have to get out like back in the day when you had like Dr. Martin Luther King, Jesse Jackson, all these brothers that was advocates and a voice for us as Black people. They got out and they spoke, brother. They weren't afraid to give their life for us as a people, But now you got so many people, man, don't know which way to go. They don't know which way to turn. And if you look at them, a lot of them is losing their jobs, man. They're losing their pensions. So they are being stricken and weakened by the system that is not imposed and set up for them to thrive, to get the benefits that they need. If you look at Medicaid and Medicare, the average Black man and woman is on Medicaid and Medicare. But yet you're trying to oppose that and take that away from the citizen of America. So injustice, man, is being imposed on us, man, and we got to stand up, brother, and be a voice. And like the lawyer was saying, that this platform that you have is supposed to be booming because we are the voice that steals correction. We have to put it out there because we've been taught and we've been educated enough to know how to do that, brother. Can't hear you.
I say you on top of your job. You spoke well. I got something for you. I want to play 1 minute of it on here. I got the Rolling Rips, the Morning Joe about the Texas thing. Captain, do you want me to just turn it on here? Or you want me to take a picture and send it to you where you can bring it on here for 1 minute or play it from right here?
I would prefer for you not to. Can you just send me the link? Send me the link like we normally do. Or tell me what the video is. Text however you want. I don't. Yeah, please.
Here you go. It's on Rolling Martin.
Thank you.
Keep talking, Fred, while I'm doing this. Matter of fact, put our show on. That way I'm gonna send it to you. And while the show playing, when it come back on, yeah. Here it comes, Captain.
All righty, guys. Y'all sit tight.
Hit it.
I'm sorry, my computer is slow.
It's all right. Devil always somewhere around. I sent it to you.
Yes,
Megan,
that is the truth.
Frederick, Miss Judy, all of you. I'm proud of y'all tonight to be on here with me. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Okay. Here we go. That's what I said.
Why you cut it off?
I didn't know I did.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
We might as well go ahead and let the cat out the bag now then, man, and let them know, man, to start right now following the Johnny Binder Show. Yeah, start following right now. Start following Johnny Binder Show on YouTube right now. Johnny Binder Show on YouTube. Start following right now. Look, let me tell y'all straight up. I have to hold him back at times. So, like, y'all think y'all hearing something on my show. I have to hold him back because this dude be on go. Like go, 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 go. So I know y'all gonna enjoy his content. So make sure you follow the Johnny, but it's not the Johnny Binder, but Johnny Binder Show on YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, he gonna be streaming like y'all ain't seen this dude. Like he put in the work for real, and that's why I rock with him. He really do put in the work in the community. A lot of people talk that community talk.
90% of your crew is snitching. Get out of the game. Whatever money you got, go open some kind of business. If you're not open, then to do what my partner did. He gave his money to a restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like half $500,000 with him. And now he out of Galveston. So now he gets rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with Willie D. Or with Catherine, whoever doing business with me. I'm gonna build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. But get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you're going to prison. And 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you'll be dead. It's not worth it. So this Johnny Binder talking to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah. Yeah.
All this old new boo stuff.
Yeah.
Shooting and killing each other, man. That ain't gangster.
Listen to me. Yeah.
for the lack of knowledge. I'm not playing. I don't do that. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to do everything I can, because in Ezekiel 34, God said we clothe ourselves. We fed ourselves, but we have not fed the flock. And the flock has scattered all over America. So we, so-called ministers, pastors, and bishops, you cannot say we did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
On YouTube, welcome back to the Johnny Behind the Show. This is really God's show, and God saved Johnny Binder. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want my panelists to understand the importance of the legislators that did not act out for us.
Catherine.
Huh? What did you say? And I'm gonna bring them back. Can y'all hear me?
A little bit.
Whoa. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you good now.
Okay. So y'all
I can hear you.
Okay. What I'm saying to you is that I'm gonna bring some of the people. Catherine, I sent that to you. Did you get it?
Yes, I got it, but I don't know what point you want me to start it. You need to let me know.
Well, I'm gonna start it right at the beginning and let it play for about 1 minute, 2 minutes, and stop it. Just where it can give us, the people can see and understand. Like you said, they don't even understand the district. They don't even understand the map. So I'm putting it up there where they can see it. We can't play all of it, because we play all of it, then they'll cut the show. But we can play 1 minute, 2 minutes of it.
Doctor, I got a suggestion though. Like,
so you're talking about the one that Jolanda was on, explain the map?
Okay. Roland rips Martin Joe, blasting him for kissing Trump's butt. But they were talking about the map, what they did to Texas.
Okay.
I sent it to you.
All right.
We can play that for 1 minute. We can play that for 1 minute.
I'm gonna share my screen now.
And then Jolanda. Then we're gonna close out.
Okay, that's fine. And I'll add Miss Lee back when she comes back on her camera.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have this thing fixed. So soon we say we want something, I'm gonna be able to hit the button right here. Boom. We're gonna go get this piece. It's a piece, go with it. And we're gonna get that piece.
You think it's good?
When we hit the button, it come right on. I can promise you we're gonna get it.
Yeah, we definitely need the switcher. Or we could just have all of our assets planned before the show. How about that one? But here we go.
That's good, but I still want it so I can be able to move the way I want.
Yeah, of course.
Same way everybody got there. Roland Martin got it. Willie D got it. And we're going to have it.
Yeah, their producers probably have it before the show starts.
Y'all want to hear something stupid? Y'all want to hear just something ignorant? I don't watch the show because one, I ain't getting up that early in the morning. But this is the BS that passes for analysis on MSNBC's morning show.
The Democrats are trying to find their footing. And it's quite embarrassing, actually. I mean, Gavin Newsom. I mean, have you seen what he's doing online? And it's like,
this how they think about us, y'all.
take a deep breath.
Because they weak.
Don't.
They'd have stayed there to December. This wouldn't have happened.
The ship 180 degrees and trying to like more affordable. Talk about what you're going to do for housing. Talk about what you're going to do.
It's skipping real bad. What's wrong?
Go up. We heard the congressman yesterday talk about energy prices.
Take this one off and come back with Yolanda. I don't like this. All this skipping and going on. I'll talk about it. You can bring Yolanda back
as
on.
I've been saying, Donald Trump's not on. Why try to drag Muhammad Ali in the ring when you got Chuck Wepner standing right in front of you? And Wepner's a bleeder. He's a bleeder.
Catherine, take this off, please.
Why are you going? I'm going after Donald. No, you're not. You're not running.
Miss Catherine. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it was too chopped up, but they speaking. Okay. They speaking disrespectful to us. The people tried, even though they failed. So what I'm saying to you all is that we got to stop being so weak to these people. We're too weak, and that's what's wrong with us. We keep allowing these people to treat us like we animals, treat us like we slaves, and we can't do that. We have to stand up and be strong. Ron Reynolds, you know this. Me and you got to talk. I'm not gonna blast you right now because I don't know. And you my personal friend. I love you, but I don't understand why you didn't tell them people how important it was to stay out of here to December. If y'all have did that, they couldn't have passed it. This 25, 30 years, they taken from us. Gonna take 5 seats, even though the brother in California gonna do the same thing, the map it off, but y'all still should have stayed. Not almost 2 weeks. The bus boycott, they stayed over a year, and they were successful. The only way you can be successful is y'all work together, and y'all did not do that. Some of y'all weak as hell, and that's why you did what you did. You came back with all them excuses. If you don't want to stand up for your people, then get you another job. Go get you an 8 to 5, and then you ain't got to stand up for nobody. Go punch the clock, get you a little $2 check, come on, work all your life and die. No problem. Do that. But you supposed to be a rep for the people, and you all came back, and I'm going to bring y'all on here. 2x2, 3x3, I'm going to bring you on here. I'm going to give you a chance between 9 Monday to come on here, my show, and tell me why you did what you did. I'm going to give you a chance like Roland Martin did. I'm going to give you a chance to speak for yourself before I set you on fire, because that's coming. All of y'all that cowered out, you not for your people. You should not be in your seat. If you're a coward, you shouldn't be in that position. I'm not calling you a coward. Your act is calling you a coward because you came back. So I don't want to hear it. The only one I can salute right now is Yolanda Jones. Yolanda Jones would not come back, said she wasn't coming back. I don't know what's wrong with the rest of y'all, but you should have never came back to Texas unless you flew straight to California. Who told y'all to do this? I don't know if Roland Martin called y'all and told y'all to do it. Somebody I know personally dialed y'all and called y'all and told you to go to California, stay in California with him till he passed his, then come. Y'all wouldn't even do that. So again, Megan, Frederick, Catherine, what do y'all have to say? Megan?
I honestly don't have a dog in this fight. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to come on and
I think you
educate the
said it
young
all.
people,
It's just
because
a
baby,
matter
I
of
don't know.
education.
I need to know what's going on, immediately in my community
Right.
that affects me immediately. So
That's
I don't have a dog in this fight. I can't even tell you nothing about it.
okay. Let me tell you why you
And
got
I
a
think
dog in
that's
the
the
fight.
disconnect. That's the
Let,
disconnect,
let me tell you
because
why
they're
you got a
not
dog in the
explaining
fight.
it at a street level. We're
Okay, you want to explain to him?
talking over everybody's head. We're not
Mhm.
explaining it at a street level
Explain it.
to where people understand how it just affects them. Yeah. You know, we live in a selfish society. They now know how it affects them today and what the big deal is. That's what they don't understand. We're talking about
Explain
it, but they don't even, like I said, they're not interested, or they don't understand how it's going to affect them. And then I know some Black Donald Trump voters who just refuse to accept that their actions could be contributing to this amount of chaos. They won't accept it. They're in denial. So it's a lot of battles on all fronts. But I think if we could just give people the high level, the 1, 2, 3 of why this matters, we could change a lot. But if we keep talking up here, it's not going to register.
Miss Catherine, explain it then. You've talking, explain it. Miss Catherine, explain it to a lower level where they can
Yes, I'm
understand it.
here.
Okay. Explain it to a lower level where they can understand.
I won't say a lower level. I said the street level, the common sense level.
Okay, a common sense
Have
level.
y'all?
Whatever level we want to put it
I
on, let's
know.
explain it.
Okay, so in oh God, I'm trying to break it down lower because I put one of my friend, her husband passed away, but they marked her as being deceased. She had to contact Mark Vesey. Mark Vesey is one of the senators that Jasmine Crockett would be running against in Fort Worth. Because we had that Fort Worth connection and bond, and they had a chance to work together. It was his office that had her taxes. It was the IRS that had her marked dead. So what it does, I don't even know if people know, you can reach out to your Congress people when you have problems like that, and they will fix it for you. But if they consolidate these, this is one person having accountability for thousands of more people that they really don't even have a connection to or understand the issues of, because they're from Fort Worth. Fort Worth and Dallas are different. That's like if they were trying to combine Austin and Houston or Galveston and Houston. Those concerns are different. And you don't get for that person that would know you, understand what you're going through, maybe grew up in that same neighborhood. You're going to get somebody that's far, far away and is not going to understand you, and therefore won't have the same passion to represent you. So that would be my number. That affect your area may not be the same laws that affect somebody else. I think Jolanda was like saying that they're going to lose Fifth Ward, Minister, and that was being consolidated. That was one of the voting blocks that was going to be blocked. I don't know what Fifth Ward is going to be consolidated with. I missed that part of it because I'm still learning Houston geography. But the concerns of the fifth, and if the medical guess whose voices are going to be the loudest? Because the paper is longer over there. So you have to look at it like that. It's whose needs are being met. And if you have everybody in this bit melting pot.
Your phone breaking up. Your mic breaking up.
Civil rights for Black people, they lump women in there with it. Then all of a sudden, women became more important. The causes affecting women became more important or drowned. That's up here. So I don't know if y'all lost me, but for
you
the streets,
coming in and
that's
out.
what you truly lose. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. I just cut because I don't know what's going on.
You coming in and out. Frederick, can you explain it before I explain it?
Well, I couldn't really quite hear what she was saying.
No, I'm talking about explain it on your own. That broke up. The people heard some of it. Let's finish it on a level where our people can understand how important the seats are. Donald Trump.
Go to somebody.
What's going on? Donald Trump did a thing.
Phone is
okay. I got it. You coming in and out. I got it. Mute your phone. Donald Trump called Greg Abbott, an attorney general, and they concocted this buffoonery up to take 5 seats. Okay, ain't got nothing to do with no down there. It's here, right here. And they took the 5 seats while we sleep. So we made a little noise when we left and did a quorum. The 51 people left, went to New York and Chicago, and they wound up in Chicago. When they left there, they should have went to California. What other governor? But they did not do that. So some of them came back here, left them. So when they were walking out, Megan, Frederick, 2 of them stayed. And by 2 of them staying, that gave them the number. One lady stayed there 21 hours. They wouldn't even let out unless she signed some paperwork that she could be followed or some book. I mean, they done put us back in slavery. I want y'all young people to hear me. You back in slavery. You never was out mentally, but now you back in physically and mentally. Because emancipation, proclamation means free from the hand. You never been free from the mind. We can't be from the mind because Willie Lynch, 1712, they put on you fear, distrust, and envy. Fear, distrust, and envy. And right now today, black on black, black on Mexican, Mexican on black, all we do is go around and kill each other. I tell you right there, we got mental slavery because got a devil sitting on one shoulder, angel on the other. Both suggest us all the time. We must learn to be wise enough to recognize the voices and follow the angels. That's a positive and negative side of every situation, but we always look at one side for it and regret our short-sightedness. We must pray, work, sacrifice, and study. And we don't do none of that. We go to work, but we don't study. Because they made it against the law for 310 years for us not to read. Now 44% of our children finishing school are functionally illiterate. They can call the word and don't even know what it means. That's an apple or orange or car or broom or mop. But if it comes to something else, they don't even know what it means. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have been tricked in this buffoonery, in this American buffoonery. We say we African Americans. We ain't no African American. So using Russia, you're African Russian. You ain't no Russian. You ain't no American. You're African born in America that was kidnapped. And all of y'all over 40 years old, you're a queen. Whether you act like one or not, you're a queen. You're not an H. You're not a hoe. You're not a one-night stand. You're not ghetto fabulous. That's not who you are. And the other night, we got a lot of that out to our lawyer. We explained the importance of the woman. And a nation rises no higher than its woman. So we need the women to help us teach the people why we got to get out the vote and buy them for to get these 5 seats up, Megan. And
Okay, I got a question. What are the 5 seats? Let's go over the 5 seats. Who are the 5 seats? What are the 5 seats?
Al Green.
Who?
I know you know Al Green.
What is his position?
He's a state representative for Congress.
Mm-hmm.
He's congressman. Then you got they running taking Sheila Jackson Lee's seat.
See, now you speaking on my level. Now you speaking on the young folks level, because Al Green, we see him, but we don't know him like that. Sheila, we know Sheila. She was out here in these streets. So now you speaking the language that we understand. Okay, keep going, please.
And they taking Jasmine Crockett's seat. One of the toughest politicians in the state of the United States for us right now. You heard about her, right?
What is Jasmine's title? What is her seat title?
She's a congressman in Dallas.
It's in Fort Worth, ain't it?
Dallas, Fort Worth.
She's in Fort Worth.
She's powerful, huh?
She's in Fort Worth.
Okay. So they're gonna have her and a guy run against each other now for 1 seat, and the other seat gone, and then we're gonna lose another 3-4 seats here in Houston. So we ain't gonna have no one to represent the Black and Hispanics. We have no more representation. Nobody to speak for us. The Republicans taking the seats. Donald Trump said he wanted 5 seats, so he came to Texas to take it because he hated Al Green. You know he didn't like Sheila Jackson Lee, and he damn sure don't like Jasmine Crockett. And we filed a lawsuit and all that to stop it, but we pray the judges be strong enough to go by law, because what they're doing is illegal. And the Republicans, the one voted to map in 2021. And then Donald Trump want to change the map because he's talking about, I want 5 people out of it. He was going after Jasmine Crockett, Al Green, and Sheila Jackson Lee. So we in Texas now have become slaves all over again because we have no representation. When they draw that map, we have no representation. That's why it's on this level, because they come here after our people. Ron Reynolds, Harry Dutman, you heard of them?
Yeah, I heard of Mr. Reynolds.
Okay, so all of them went together. So that's the problem. We have to put this out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, where our young people can know how they've been raped and robbed by President Donald Trump and Governor Abbott. On national TV. Systemic racism. They're not even hiding no more. They're doing it out in the open. What they're doing is illegal.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we can hear you now. So,
good. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Bad internet connection, maybe the storm.
Okay. So that's what happened, Miss Megan, Frederick, Judy, Catherine, and my listeners. That's what happened. And that is sad that all the work we did to get these seats and one racist president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, the worst president in the history of time, with almost 70% of the people of disapproval. Caucasian white people is going to get Donald Trump out that seat. I told you that. The blacks playing. They not. They are going to get Donald Trump out that seat. It should be a state of emergency to have him removed. He needs a psychosocial assessment and a diagnostic. He is functionally illiterate. There's something going on up there. And he's so suicidal. He think like this. Donald Trump, I hope this tape gets to you. He's saying, if I go, everybody go. That's his mindset. He's suicidal. I can't have a third term to be the president. I want to be the king. I want y'all to kiss my ring. I want y'all to look up to me. I'm Donald Trump. When you go to the dictionary and look for the word narcissistic, his picture will be the first. So that's what happened, Ms. Megan. We have to get this out to the young people. Catherine, chop this up. Get this out. We're not going to go over 2 hours. We got about 13 minutes left. We're going to take 10 minutes. We're shutting it down. Because we go over 2 hours, she can't cut it up. So we're not going to do that. We need this cut up for the young people. If we ever needed you, we need you now. We need you to get out and vote. And like Ms. Megan said, we want to teach you who to vote for. So on this show, we're going to come on once a week and have the candidates here. And have the candidates come on where you can see their pictures and you can get aware of them. And then I'm going to get Catherine to put the candidates on here where when you come on the show, you can hit the button and see them. You can see their names and stuff. So you won't get confused with the Republicans and the Democrats. None of them no good. But the Democrats just happen to be a little better than
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Right. None of them are any good.
None of them.
But what we need to do is be educated on when to vote, how to vote, and who to vote for. So
Right.
when to vote, how to vote, and who to vote for. Okay, so that's a good idea. You putting the pictures up, showing us and educating us on who to vote for, what they do, what they represent, what position they hold, and what the position does for us directly. What it does to my bank account. That's the only thing us Black Americans, us young Black folk care about is what it's doing to our bank account. So you get down and trickle down to that level, we with it.
You will get that, Catherine. I get Ron Reynolds, I get Yolanda Jones, both of my friends, to send me all their names and their positions, and we'll put it on here. And that way they'll see who to vote for and stuff like that. I agree. And they position.
Right.
Okay.
Love it.
Anything else, Miss Megan?
Nope.
Okay, we'll get that. When they come on, Catherine will have my COO. She'll have a page when they come on where they can see it. And then we're going to put it on here and stay on here for 30 minutes and do a call in. That show that day ain't going to be nothing but about 1 hour about the politicians. Whole hour. We ain't going to talk about nothing but about the politicians so our people can understand who is who. They can call in, ask questions or whatever. And we'll pump it up, and we'll do that. Put it on our Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. Tell the young people, come. We're going to have a showing of who to vote for and who not to vote for. So, Fred, before we close out, you got 1 minute. Talk to us.
Well, I was going back to Jasmine Crockett, right? You had spoke on her earlier. I remember about a week or two ago, she had made a statement about Greg Abbott, where she was jokingly kidding about him being in a wheelchair or something. And he came on national TV and said that he wasn't paying her no mind about the statement, which what he was saying was he didn't take it to heart. But then Donald Trump came out and said something radical or racial to her extent. And from that point on, everything went to swirling downward about her being for a voice for black people, etc. You know, so a lot of the stuff I've seen on the news earlier today, whereas you seeing where a lot of them people who have left their seats and didn't want to come back, saying that they wasn't coming back. A lot of them don't want to come back because they say that they don't want to be up under the dictatorship of Trump. So a lot of them is afraid to come back based off of how Trump is putting things in effect. They say since he's been in office, he didn't impose more laws to discredit black people than he have anybody else.
That's a fact.
And they saying that he's trying to be what's the guy Putin?
Jagaloo.
No.
Putin.
The guy from Ukraine.
He's trying to be Putin.
Yeah, Putin. They saying he's trying to be a dictator like Putin. And then
that's a fact.
Yes. And so a lot of things that is being said is based around how things of that nature of all the peoples he brought in up under his tutelage since he's been president. So a lot of them already feel like the Supreme Court, he's trying to get laws passed through that to study back down like Medicaid, Medicare, things of that nature, which is all targeted to black people. You know, they got a law for to come into an existence where they're trying to pass about food stamps or whatever, about people who can't buy or purchase soda and junk food with the stamps and things of that nature. So it's a lot of things that people are upset with now that they done voted for him, saying that they didn't know that this was going to transpire. But he showed you a glimpse of this in 2021.
But you know, they came back and said, hey, as long as I got a check, I got my little check from COVID, and that came from Trump. So y'all sold out all your rights for about what, $2,600?
Yes.
Congratulations.
But let me clear this. That check was not from Trump. The Congress voted check in. He signed it. Before they sent it out, he put his name on it to make it look like he did it. And it worked.
I know. Yeah.
He played on him.
Elon Musk came and gave him up, though. Elon Musk said that it wasn't from him. It was from the House of the Representatives. You know.
Well, Elon Musk is gonna be his worst nightmare. Believe me, Elon Musk ain't through with him. If you think Elon Musk gonna take what Trump did to him, you got that man from South Africa, and he's a warrior. He ain't playing with Trump. He's going. Remember, I told y'all them two weren't gonna stay together. The next 2 days when I said it, Megan, they split. I'm telling you again, Elon Musk is going to get Donald Trump. He's gonna be a part of bringing him down with God. Remember, I told you that. Catherine, you have anything to say before we go?
Yes, I appreciate the discussion, and I just want everybody, I guess I don't know if this street level of where we are when I get ready to say this. I know a lot of the talk I've heard Ms. Jones say that we have lost our voice. And I just want people to understand really what that means. So where Brother Frederick is in Dallas, I'm from Fort Worth. And we were in those same districts that are probably going to be pushed together. So it's a lot of different economic factors in that too. So what they're doing is what matters to Fort Worth doesn't matter to Dallas and vice versa. But if you put those together, it's the people that have the most money that are going to be the most heard. So you're probably not going to be heard anymore. So when you say we're losing our voice, and to put that in context for Houston, because you're losing that Fifth Ward district that Jolanda Adams was talking about, if that's blended with the medical district, whose needs do you think are going to be met?
Good question.
There you go. It's called benign neglect. That's the formal term. And that's what happened under Nixon when the women's movement took over the civil rights movement or was incorporated. We started hearing about the women's rights, but civil rights got drowned out. And the same with the LGBT, the alphabet soup thing, LBG. I always say it wrong. That movement, when they were added to the pot as well. So when we say you're losing your voice, this is what we mean. That's it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for coming out. All of you, my Facebook people, you that didn't come over, I'll let you make it tonight. And you that's over, Kendrick, this young guy, Twin Gene Jonah said, how you doing? Brother, it's my first time. Come back again, brother. Miss Sampson, all of you, we thank you. Miss Sampson said the accountability for everyone. Yes, it is. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is straight up racism. They completely disrespected us. These people don't believe in God. They narcissistic. They think they God. And Mr. Trump think he can do whatever he wants. And so far he is. A few judges done stopped him because he'd been done went way further. He's snatching people up. Over half of the people he's snatching up are legal. He don't give a damn. And now he done took the law and put in D.C. and come up with something talking about 1,800 something. And wait, you know where he going at. He already started snatching up young gangbangers. Let me say to my young people, be careful, man. Don't be out at night unless you have your family with you. The gang thing is over. I've been telling you that. He wants to come at you. If you're going to be in the game, be in a good game. Be in God game. The man want to lock all of y'all up. They make $40 billion a year locking young black men up with 400 different products in Unicorn. They make brooms and race cars and model cars. So I'm trying to teach y'all mattresses and furniture. You don't want to wind up in prison because it's too hard to get out, and most likely you ain't going to get out. So again, I told you about 90% of your camp snitching anyhow. So get out the gang and get out the game. Both of them are no good. Here go a man, I've never been in a game, but I've been in the game. It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming out. We got a few seconds. I got to go off. I can't go over 2 minutes. I love y'all. May God bless you. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Frederick. Thank y'all for coming out. May God bless you. May God keep you. This was a great show. This is going to go out and touch a lot of people's lives. And Megan, thank you for making us understand that a lot of young people don't understand. They need to understand how it's going to affect them. And they will understand, and we will put it out. We love you. May God bless you. May God keep you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. The Johnny Bonner Show.